Okay, so now I'm just want to quickly highlight the difference between a basic stylus and something a little bit more nuanced like the Apple Pencil. Now, remember, you don't need anything. You can draw with your finger on Sketchbook, which is really cool. But I do recommend using a stylus because you can just be more precise. You can zoom in and really work well with this one. But if you're interested in working more in digital art, I would recommend investing at some point in a more nuanced stylus. So to show you the difference, I'm going to hide that layer and start a new one. And I am in my 4B pencil. I'm going to make sure my opacity is all the way up, and I'm going to get just a basic size there. And I'm going to use the stylus to just do a line for us, a little wavy line. And remember to change the the darkness of that graphite on the paper, I need to slide down my opacity to do that, right? So it doesn't matter if I'm at 100%, it doesn't matter how lightly I touch the paper, it's always going to be 100% here. Now, what's cool about the Apple Pencil is that it is pressure sensitive, meaning that it's just like a normal pencil, where if I push really hard, it'll get dark. If I push really light, it'll be lighter. Okay, so I'm going to start really, really hard, and you're going to see it's going to be really, really dark, and then I'm going to lighten up all the way across. You see that pressure sensitivity there? And that has to do with the tip of the Apple Pencil. If I unscrew this part, I don't know, because I'm curious, I think you might be too. If I unscrew that, do you see that little like gold tip there, right? I'm not sure how it works exactly, but it's really cool. Okay, so let me go back and do that again. I also want to highlight the fact that if you work with a pencil on the tip, really sharp tip, you're going to get a tiny little line. If you work with the pencil like this on the side, you'll get a thicker line, and the same thing is true with an Apple Pencil. So if I use just the top there like that versus the side, right, and again with more or less pressure, I don't have to worry about this opacity at all. I keep that at 100%, and then I can draw all day long, adding what I need. And this goes for every single tool, not just the pencil. So if I work with the tortillon, I still like to keep my flow all the way down here, but I can like push to have more or less, which is really cool. Let me zoom in so you can see that. If I push harder, it's going to move around a little bit more. Okay, so that's the difference between a basic stylus or your finger and something that is pressure sensitive like the Apple Pencil. Again, it's not necessary, it just makes your life a little bit easier. Now, I did also want to show this to you because you might be watching some online tutorials at some point and you're seeing people really just be effortless with their values and their blending and just creating the most beautiful pieces, and then you try and do the same thing and you can't, and that might be because of the physical tool that's in your hand, because you saw me just go like dark and light all over, right? And if I try and do the exact same thing, let me move my puck over here. If I try and do the exact same thing over here, it's just going to be the same, you know, thing over and over again, because I have to, oops, let me move this. I have to move that opacity slider in order to get those gray tones. All right, so I just don't want you to be confused or disappointed when you're trying to do something like this and it's coming out like that, right? But you can zoom in and using that opacity be a little bit more precise.